pay this guys.
And now people are just going to go get ready for Fajr. So this is our hotel entrance. So back to our room. Consider moving here. It's like Dubai. It's really beautiful, the architecture. Hey people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamila Daura. Thank you for clicking to watch this video. If you are new, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, hi. So today's video is going to be a sit down video. I'm going to give you guys a whole lot of gist about my travel, and I know you guys know that I traveled by now. That my travel vlog video is up, but I did not tell you guys where I was traveling to. But again, from the title of this video, you guys already know where I am. And yes, I am in Saudi Arabia. I am in Mecca, and the reason why I actually want to update this vlog like this and just you guys about everything you need to know if you are visiting Saudi Arabia as a first timer like myself. Again, yes, I am a first timer here. There is no time to this. It is a calling. It is not about the money you have. It is not about your status or anything. It is just a calling, and I'm going to give you guys a whole background information that is really personal and makes this very, I don't know how to explain it. I can't explain how I feel. I can't explain what this means to me, but the most important thing I'm going to say is that this is just an answered prayer. I am in the hotel room, so if you pick any coughing or anything from the background, it is the kids. I don't have anywhere to keep them. They are with me, so bear with me on that. So first things first, yes, I am in Saudi Arabia for the first time. I initially said this is a calling, and the reason why I said that is that there was a coincidence that I actually experienced at the airport of an older woman that has two older kids, you know, probably my age, or I'm slightly older than they are, two boys. And we were sitting down in New York airport at our gate waiting to get boarded, and it was time for Maghrib. I prayed my Maghrib, and she stood up to go perform wudu, but she wasn't sure where to pray. She didn't even know I had prayed beside her because I prayed sitting. There were lots of movement in my front, but I was able to create my own space and pray while sitting. So when she came back, she now said she was like she wants to pray. So the way she want, you know how the airport seats are, you know, all put together. So she was on the first seat, but she wasn't secured, and I was secured because I had hand luggage, I had my bag, and it gave a height that I could easily. I was able to pray without, you know, interruptions, and we had to quickly exchange seats. So I let her pray, and in place where I had prayed, so that she can also get that privacy. So when she was done, she now asked me where we were going to. I told her, she now asked, because I mean obviously we're on the same line, airline, so she figured that okay, I was coming to Saudi Arabia, and she was like, Umrah? I said yes. I now asked her same, she said yes. So she was like, first, she now said, she now said first time, and I said, well, wow, it's my first time too. She now went on to say that this is where I'm going to share my own story, but she went on to say that she's a widow, she has 2 sons, and when she moved to America in 1995, her dad was 27 years old then. She was a little girl, and since that 1995 that she went on an international flight, she's never been on one. You guys are hearing, right? She's never been on one. And she said one of her prayer to Allah was that please, if he's ever going to give her the opportunity to be on an international flight again, let it be to his house. And to Saudi Arabia. As Muslims, you know what that means. And that struck a chord. This was two of us, 2 women, different age group, different point in our lives, and at some point in our life we both made dua. My dua to Allah, even before I got married, was that I mean, I grew up in Nigeria, and we all know how, okay, you hear your friend this week, this month Saudi Arabia, next month like I had friends like that were frequent travelers to this place, because they are from one clergy family, and some of them are just wealthy, like their parents just had the money to splurge on Saudi Arabia vacation for them every maybe every like twice in a year. They go for Umrah, they go during Ramadan, they go for Umrah towards the end of the year and all that. So but at some point in my life, like I have said before, I have been on a self-discovery journey since when I was 13. I started making my own spiritual connection consciously with Allah when I was 13 years old. And one of the things I prayed about was asking, because I prayed for my husband very early in life, I prayed for children very early in life, I prayed for a lot of things like my future very early on in life, and I wasn't sure if I had that consciousness of what I was doing, but I always knew that okay, but I understood that okay, these are the things that will be my life in the future, because I have a mother, so eventually I'm going to become a mother. My mom is a wife. Eventually I'm going to become a wife. So I just assumed that those are the kind of things you pray for, and I prayed for those things innocently. And one thing that I really prayed for was I begged Allah that, Ya Allah, the first time I want to be with you in your presence, I want to be there with my children and my husband. Whatever children you have in stock for me that I'm going to have, Ya Allah, make me be there with them. And this is it. 2018, I was pregnant with Ansar, and the mister was going to perform his Hajj as well for the first time, and he wanted me to come. He insisted. I said, babe, I'm not ready. I am not ready to be here. I'm not ready to be here. I know what I asked Allah, and I want Allah to do it for me that way. And little did we know that Ansar was going to come early, and that even halted the mister's Hajj plan. So he couldn't even perform Hajj that year. He had to perform Hajj in 2019. That was 2 years ago. So yeah, this is it. How this journey became a thing for this year, December 2022, was from Ramadan. Allah just put in the desire for me. It was in a tahajjud, one of the last 10 nights of Ramadan, and I asked Allah. Like, I didn't put it in me that I wanted to go, but Allah put it in me to ask that prayer. I didn't consciously ask that prayer, I subconsciously asked the prayer. And the funny thing is that I am not the kind of person to ask for things, because I know I didn't have the money. You know, I know the money implications of coming here, hotel, which I'm going to give you guys every this thing briefly in this video. I didn't have the money to come. I knew I didn't have the money, right? So one thing, when Allah put this desire, like the burning desire that I want to be here, I want to be here, I started saving up. Like I started saving up somehow, and I told the mister, and this is it, I don't know how to ask for things, for favors. I don't like if it's not my money, I don't know how to want to feel like I have a right over it, even if it's my husband's money, right? So but I just threw it out there to him. I was like, babe, I'm going for Umrah, inshallah, in December. And he now said, okay. You could see that in his mind about that time, like it was, finally you are deciding. And he was like, okay. So we didn't talk about it again. We were in Nigeria. I told my mom, I told my sisters, I told them, look, I have a whole plan of my trip for December. It was going to start from France, because I have my sister there who was going to graduate her PhD. I was going to go to France. I was going to go back to Nigeria for my younger brother's graduation. I was going to go to Dubai to see my younger brother that I haven't seen in 4 years. Then I will come for, like, this was it, guys. I did not have money, but I was planning. So we did that. This was what I told my family in Nigeria. And when we got back, I told the mister once. I didn't revisit again till the mister now asked me, what's up with your Umrah? You're not going again. I said, I'm saving. Once I reached where I want to reach, I was like, you're not serious. When do you want to go? I said, well, the kids have holiday, 2 weeks holiday, almost 3 weeks holiday. So that is when I intend to do it. Maybe we can beg your parents to look after the kids with you while I go and all that. I was like, no, we are all going. I was like, no, babe, we can't all go, because it's not just Saudi Arabia I want to go to. I want to go to Dubai to see my brother, then go to Saudi Arabia. He now said, okay, we'll do that. I was looking at the man like, seriously? But yeah, that is it. That is how I'm in Saudi Arabia today. So the first lesson I'm going to tell you guys is that coming to Saudi Arabia has nothing to do with money, class, or anything. You just have to pray about it. Like, it's a calling. Don't feel like the reason why you cannot go is because because you're poor, or because you're not in the league or the class of people that can make it here. Pray to Allah, tell him that you want it, and when you're doing it, wallahi, you don't even know who Allah is going to use to come and take you to Saudi Arabia. And that is my case today. He used my husband, and I'm here today. And the coincidence of this all is that Allah now used me to get my brothers to come here, right? So I wanted to go see my brothers, but by the time I was punching the money and I was seeing how expensive it was going to be. Emirates Air, it was running into how many thousands of dollars for just me. Then imagine the kids and their dad. I was like, no. So we had a conversation as a family with my parents and all that, and they decided that, okay, since this is something that I wanted, my brothers were going to come meet me here. And that was it. My brothers are here. So this is how intentions intertwine, because my brothers probably did not have the intention, but my parents had the intention for my brothers to perform Umrah at some point, right? So if I hadn't verbally told them that, look, I want to see my brothers, but I cannot see them because the flight money and the expenses is going to be too much on me, I cannot do that. But my parents are like, okay, if that is what I want, they were going to come see me, like gave the permission, and my brothers were able to come. So this is how it becomes a calling. it is a stage thing. There is a woman, that is in her 50s with children already, that is making it here for the first time. Very old people that are making it here for the first time. My younger brothers are making it here way younger than I did. They are both what, 19 and 22, or 21 and 23. I'm not even sure their ages again. Year 2000 and year 2003, do the maths. So they are here and I'm here. My first time is in my mid-30s. So just think about it. Don't feel down if you've never made it here. It is a calling, and pray to Allah to count you among those, sincerely count you among those that will make it to this place, either as Umrah or as Hajj. So the first tip I'm going to give is that you guys know how all these things coming here is by agent, visa, and all those things. Coming from Nigeria is pretty expensive because the visa is almost even more pricier, as pricey as ticket. I think my brothers paid around 220,000 for visa per person, so that is how expensive it is. And for their flight ticket, since they were flying in from Dubai, it was a lot cheaper. But if you're coming in from Nigeria, think about the agents you're going to use. From the US, from the West, I did not use an agent. We did not use an agent because we are able to plan our travels ourselves. I don't quite trust agents. The mister wanted to use agents, but they were charging $5,500 per person for 7 days, and we wanted to do like minimum 10 days, maximum 14 days. At the end of the day, the whole of our journey, include travel and everything, is 11 days. And I was like, no, we are not going to use agent. That means you're talking about $20,000 for 4 of us. No way. So, and for an economic flight ticket, I was not going to buy that. So we decided to do everything by ourselves, and it's way cheaper for us than all these agents. So if you want to use an agent, be very, very careful the kind of agent you're going to use, whether you're in the West or you're in Nigeria, just because all these agents, some of them are crooks. They collect money, but they give you very mediocre services, or hotel and all those things. So yeah, we are in a 5-star hotel. The DoubleTree Hotel is in MAKKAH is where we are currently. I'm going to give you guys a tour of the hotel tomorrow, because now we are currently packing and things are everywhere. So we booked Egypt Air. It was the most affordable at that time. Affordability is important, so it was the most affordable at that point. My experience with Egypt Air flying from New York to Cairo was superb. The seats were spacious. I am typically very small frame, so I couldn't even fit into their seat. There was still space, but the mister is very tall, so it was a bit tight for him. But if you're booking your ticket and you're booking your seat, the tip I'm going to give you is that just choose towards the aisle, the window side seats, because from my experience coming from the West again, they send big air fleets to the US because it's longer air flight. So you're seeing Boeing 777, 737, 747. I hardly even see 737 now, but I know lots of 777 and 747. So our total flight from New York initially is supposed to be 11 hours, but we did it in 9 hours 47 minutes, and that was because we flew at a very higher altitude. The plane was a big one. We went through Canada, through Nova Scotia, that is Canada, through some part of Europe, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, it was. Then the dining, the in-flight entertainment and dining was also amazing. I enjoyed the food. They were kind, they were courteous. From check-in to landing, they were courteous. But in Cairo, I don't know what happened. They dropped us in one desert airport in Cairo that it felt like I was in a desert. First of all, they left us there for 1 hour to transport us to our gate. There was no cars, no ground staff to come transport us. When they eventually did, a lot of people now, if you're flying through Cairo into Saudi Arabia, if you're going to go get, that would be a point of MAKKAH for you. But it was supposed to be a point of MAKKAH where you enter the state of Ihram if you have the intention of coming straight to MAKKAH to perform your Umrah that same night or within the time frame of performing once you enter Ihram. That is your state of spirituality. That is obligatory, right? But for us, we did not enter MAKKAH from that place. Like, we did not enter state of Ihram from Cairo because the Mr. did not have his things. I was not even ready to start bathing in a public toilet like that. I was not just ready to start purifying myself publicly in that manner. So we did not do that. We got into Jeddah. When we got into Jeddah, it was a very simple, straightforward. My brothers landed 2 hours after us, and they landed in the newer airport, Terminal 1, which was like 15-20 minutes from Terminal N in Jeddah. The same airport, 20 minutes apart. The same airport, different terminals, 20 minutes apart. That was another journey that we had to make, and alhamdulillah, I reunited with my brothers. I saw them. We took a bus, 1 hour, no, an SUV from Jeddah to Mecca, 1 hour, 20 minutes drive with traffic and all that. Now the drivers in Saudi Arabia, if you feel like you're doing Formula 1, they are doing Formula 1 with you. Their roads are slippy, sloppy. Their roads are just roads, like you're going in a wave and everything. So it was really scary for me. I was like, I'm not seeing speed limit. Why are these people driving like this? Why are they so rough? Why are they so rugged on the road, right? But yeah, it was fun. So when we got to our hotel, we checked in, which was simple, because the bookings were different. My brothers were supposed to had a different room. We were supposed to have a different room. So when the receptionist saw that we were together, she now asked, okay, if we wanted to be on the same floor. I was like, yes, please, because as much as this is a spiritual journey, I also wanted my brothers to be able to be close by to help me take care of the kids and, you know, help me keep the kids entertained. So I will show you guys how our room is. We have a suite, a living room, a bedroom, a bathroom. That is what we have. I'll show you guys. I can't show you guys now. I'll also show you guys. It was just like they took out an area of the hotel and just gave it to my brothers and I, because there are no other rooms here. It's just the two of our rooms are in this hallway that we are occupying. So very private, very private, very beautiful hotel, very clean, very serene. I'm going to show you guys exit outside tomorrow morning, inshallah, but let's finish this part. So when we arrived on a Saturday. We slept in on Sunday because we arrived midnight. We were tired. We slept in throughout Sunday, and, you know, occasionally went out to pray here and there and to get proper food, to get you know, toiletries, water, all those things. One tip again I'm going to give is that when you are coming, think about food. Here, there are no varieties in the way that you would like or you would find in the West that, you know, is very unique. You're not going to be finding Chinese, whatever. You're going to be finding just Arabian, Indian, fusion foods. I don't know if there are African fusion. We didn't check. I'm not the kind of person that travels and all I want to eat is my African food. So I don't have a problem with no African food. So, but one thing I did was when I was coming, I came with breakfast items. Now, if you're booking a hotel, you want to know if there is breakfast. If there's no breakfast, for me, breakfast is not worth it. Even though I have children, there are usually hidden fees within your ticket, your hotel fee, which might eventually translate to you getting an expensive hotel than you would usually get. So we took out breakfast, because if you want breakfast is 40 riyal per person, Saudi riyal per person. So we took our breakfast, and it has not even shown, like, we don't miss it because we sleep late, we wake up late. We are not just missing it. And bearing in mind that I have children, I came with cornflakes, I came with milk, I came with tortilla chips, I came with salsa, you know, and I came with lots of, you know, chocolates, things that I can easily give my children. We bought juice, of course. The hotel is generous with water, so we don't have to worry about buying water. They are just generous people with water. So unlike the West, where you'll be begging for one bottle of water and they don't want to give you. So yeah, that is one thing again you want to bear in mind. Even if you're traveling alone, or just come with some sort of food that will save you. If I wanted to carry gari, so because we had a local connecting flight and it's just one baggage, that was what we did. And I still have a bag that was waiting for me here in Saudi that my mom sent from Nigeria, so I was going to get that. So that was what limited me from taking gari, because I was going to take gari, I was going to take kuli kuli, I was going to take sugar, you know, because it comes in very handy. I was going to get a bowl and a spoon, but eventually we came to buy disposable bowls and disposable spoons here. So that is it for food. Do not travel here without a deliberate, like without the intention of coming with extra food. Just come with food that is permissible within their distance. I don't have a list of that, but obviously what I brought, they did not have issues with that. So the next thing was we had to go do our ihram, and we had to go to a miqat point. You can't do it within, you can't get into the state of doing Umrah in Mecca. Thank God that my friend actually even brought my attention to it, because there's the Masjid Aisha that people would go, like they would take people and all that. But as a first timer and somebody that have spent less than 72 hours here, you cannot go get an ihram there, and that is usually for citizens. And that which when we there, the good thing is that our hotel has a mufti, like they have a mufti, a clergy man that you can always come ask questions. So we went to him and he explained it to us that if we have not performed our Umrah or started the rituals, we should go to the nearest miqat, and the nearest one was to go to Taif, and that is like an hour away as well. So an hour 20 minutes. So that place would have a masjid, would have a bathing area. You can buy your ihram clothes and you put it on, you make your intention, then you come back into Mecca and you perform your Umrah. Some people fly in straight to Medina. So when you go to Medina, you can do that. You don't need to start looking for a miqat. You can get into the state of ihram from Medina on your way in here, or right from there. Then when you come into Makkah, you perform your Umrah. So my friend, thank you, she was the one that reminded us that we should not do that. We should not go to Masjid Aisha, that we should ask questions. They used to make that mistake, but ever since they understood the rulings with that, they corrected it. So she was like, we should even go to Jeddah airport, but the way it was, the way the mufti explained it was like, it has to be a miqat point. So let's go back to a miqat point, and the closest miqat point was the one that my brothers, for Dubai people, Dubai travelers, because Dubai citizens or UAE citizens or Qatari citizens, the Qatar citizens can actually drive into Saudi Arabia. So they have their own miqat points and they get into ihram on their way here. So that is something you should bear in mind as a first timer. Think about your journey, think about where you want to get into ihram before you get here. Think about when you want to perform the actual Umrah rites, rituals, so that you can plan accordingly, and don't be like me and don't be like us. It's not as if we didn't know, but we just knew that when we come here, performing those rites were not the first things we were going to come and do. We have children, we can't treat our children the way, we can't treat our children's body and wellness the way we'll treat our own. We can go through stress, but they can't go through stress like that. So for what else am I missing? Again, for your hotel, our hotel is 15 minutes away from the haram. So it is not stressful. Think about having a hotel very close. If you want very close, like in the haram, you are hearing, seeing everything, be ready to spend the money. There are, let me show you guys, I can show you guys from here, because we actually do have a view from our hotel. So this is my hotel view, like it's night now. The houses, all those lights you're seeing, are clustered homes. They are typically like Nigerian homes in the north, very clustered, and that it made it so familiar for me, like when I came, and felt like I was home. So from here, like, this is the haram. You see this white space in between here, this one, that is the haram. That is, if you go further in, that is where the Kaaba is, and that is Hilton Hotel right there. You know, this is Hilton Hotel, and I can see the haram from here. It is even better from inside of my room. And so just bear in mind the distance of your hotel from the haram, because it is a lot of work. It is like my legs, I can't even I don't even know how I did it, but I did it, alhamdulillah. The actual worship is also very intense. Circumambulation of the Kaaba, which is 7 times, Safa and Marwa, which is 7 times. It is a lot of work, and you have to mentally, physically prepare yourself for this, because that is your lesson. That is where you're drawing your lesson from. That is where you're drawing your reward from. You want to be able to do it in a very pure state of mind, and just know that, just like everything, the biggest lesson for me is that I understand that everything that I want Allah, or we want Allah to give us, we just have to work hard for it. And that is the lesson I learned from it. Like, I want Allah to bless me, I want Allah to do certain things for me, and this endurance that we go through in worshiping is where our rewards actually come from, with the intentions, of course. So that is one thing you have to bear in mind as a first timer. It is not going to be easy. It is not something that you come to and you just, you know, casually be doing. You have to endure it. Like Ansar did it, Khairiya did it, and I'm so proud of my children. I walked them through every stage. I can't explain the feelings. When I saw the Kaaba for the first time, in short, when I came into the hotel room, for the first time in my life, I am seeing something so familiar. I opened my window. The mister was like, come and see something. He didn't tell me what I was coming to see, so he told me to come see something, and I walked and I sighted the haram. That is something that I see only on TV, and I did not know when tears rolled down my eyes. And thinking about it now, I'm feeling emotional again. Then the eagerness to go there, to actually want to see the Kaaba, started even building up more. I wanted to savor every moment of it. And I remember when we got back from our MAKKAH, we quickly came to the hotel room, and to drop our things to head out. We went, and as we gained entrance into the haram to continue to go to where the Kaaba is, that was how I started feeling like tightness in my chest. I was like, one thing, I was like, I'm about to die. Is Allah about to take my life here? Because I mean, I'll gladly die here. Like, I started feeling this tightness in my chest. You know, when you're about to cry, you get emotional. Like, it is real. It is becoming real that I'm about to see this place that I, right from childhood, I've always seen through camera when my mom would come for Hajj, you know, family members, and they buy you that camera. I've always seen it through that. I've always seen it on TV during, you know, when I either consciously put on the TV, just because sometimes I just put on the TV and I'm just watching it. Then I have also built this desire in my children's mind, because they see me watch this the TV all the time. They hear me talk about it. We tell them stories, and they too had the eagerness. As soon as I stepped in and I sighted it, I started crying. Guys, I did not stop. I could not bring myself to stop crying. Then I started crying. Then Khairiya started crying. Then Ansar started crying. I struggled my way through to touch the Kaaba with the children. Alhamdulillah. I did not, this is not, like, this is me just trying to share my journey, this journey with you guys, but in a way where I still preserve the important memories and moments for me. And you're going to experience it. Well, inshallah, if you are watching this, you are going to experience this. Allah is going to count you among those who will experience this. Even if you have experienced it before, you have the opportunity to do it multiple times, and which each time is going to come a renewed moment and a renewed feeling for you. Umrah has a very great reward. it's a lesser hajj. You don't become a hajjia or al hajji with this, but there is your reward for it that is also very immense. So do it with all sincerity. I know there is this fluidity that comes with coming to Umrah in Nigeria. Everybody comes for Umrah from Nigeria, everybody comes from Umrah, then you feel like, oh, so you too, you cannot do it. But yes, it is a calling. So may Allah count us all among the people that will come to perform Hajj again, that will come to perform this Umrah again and again and again. May He expand us, may He expand us in wealth, in health. Be ready. It is not a walk in the park. You're not coming for pleasure. You're not coming to enjoy. You're not coming for regular tourism. You are coming for spiritual journey. You're embarking on a spiritual journey. Keep that at the back of your mind. Make sure you satisfy your spirituality more than anything. This is my sincere advice. I don't know if I'm leaving anything, but if you have questions, leave in the comment section. Inshallah, tomorrow I am going to show you guys around the hotel when it is a bit decent. It is not decent right now, and it's almost time for Isha. We are going to be leaving Makkah tomorrow to Medina, and that will also be a separate video. So let's treat this as video one because I can't fit everything in here. Just so you know that you are coming to work. You see these shoes? It's beige color. You see it? It is now between black and ash and whatever. So come with comfortable shoes. Come with comfortable wears. Important. All the clothes I came with, I did not overpack because I knew I was going to come and work. I was not coming for fashion parade. I was not coming for fashion reels or anything. So I came with very loose clothes. Come with leggings, very important because you're going to be doing a lot of work. We want to avoid inner thigh bruising. Come with socks, come with comfortable shoes. When we were doing our circumambulation and Safa and Marwa, we all did it barefoot. Nobody had shoes on. Everybody took off their shoes. That is how humbling the experience is. That is how humbling the experience is. So be prepared. Every clothes I brought, I came with the intention of wearing them twice, not once. I wore this yesterday, like this head tie, my inner, my abaya. I wore this yesterday, and I went yeah. So that, just try to be comfortable. Don't stress yourself. Don't overthink the process. Don't overthink anything. Just pursue comfort and sincerity in your activities. Pursue comfort. When you come, you will be humbled. You will be humbled. You don't know who is hitting you. You don't know who is touching you. Again, another thing that I experienced is the interaction between, I don't know how that can be controlled or if it ever will be able to, because I hate it when non-Muharrams touch me, like their body touch. I don't like it. Like I it's something that I detest a lot of, and a lot of it is happening here. Even today after we prayed Zuhur, I was going to do some shopping. Of course, shopping is there. If you want to shop, prepare your money and your time for it. But yeah, I did not let shopping interject. In short, yesterday and today is the first time that I'm shopping, only because I need to send these things out to Nigeria. They are not things I was taking to I'm taking back to the US. But yeah, today a lady had to fight a security man because he touched her. You saw this lady with niqab. She's a niqabi. She is fully clothed, no face is showing, and you still touched her. And she showed him, and I like it because that they just touch people, touch women anyhow, and it shouldn't be tolerated. I think they should be talked to, like most especially the security people. You can't control, because it is very crowded. You can't control other parts of it, since there are no section for men and section for women. But when it comes to how the security people give orders and guide people, they should stop touching women. They should, and most especially when they are seeing black women or women from other natives tribes, you know, they will touch. And he did not know that she was an Arab lady, and that was how this woman started. And guys, I did not know I could speak Arabic. I think now being here, I'm confident that I should just go back to Arabic school and learn how to fluently speak my Arabic. the mister was surprised. My brothers were like, I watch a lot of Arab movies. I consciously pick words and, you know, try to understand. But my brothers, the mister, he was like, I'm like, I've always loved the language. That is the reason why I'm making career, learn it actively. And all of my children are going to learn. And inshallah, I want them to speak it fluently as a third, fourth language or whatever. I don't care. But yeah, so this is it. Let me just stop here so that tomorrow I can be able to fit in the hotel tour for you guys. But yeah. This is what the inside of the masjid looks like. This is the exit. Today I came in through the gate 60 and it's coincidentally my last day here. So that I don't put camera in front of people. This is Turkey's entrance. There is also the escalator. This is the inside of the masjid. The back side is as usual. Women are praying on the back side and the men are in front. The architecture is beautiful, mashallah, tabarakallah. It's my last day here and I pray for Allah to bring me back, and inshallah for people that are intending, may Allah bring them as well, give them the opportunity to come. So guys, I am here at the bus station. I'm waiting for the hotel shuttle, and I just left the masjid. Just wanted to show you guys, this is the famous clock tower that we all hear about. If you are a Muslim and you've heard about people talk about Makkah and what it is, this is the clock tower. This is a hotel. This is the clock tower. Is also it has hotels, it has businesses, a lot of, like a mall at the base, at the ground floors, you know, the lower level floors, clinics. There is also a mall right beside it that has a hospital. This is the masjid. First, let me see if I can bring the masjid closer. Yeah, this is the masjid, guys. People, this is the first call to prayer. They always call prayer twice. This is like 1 hour before the actual time for call to prayer. Yeah, so people will start heading to the masjid. There are already people there. It's not just 247. There's always someone there. And now people are just going to go get ready for Fajr. Some people that have just performed their Umrah too will just be coming. Also, you see different people, different points of entry, different gates. Those tiny green numbers that you guys can see, those are the gate numbers. The fun thing about praying here is that anywhere you stand, it's Qibla. You can pray from any point. At the end of the day, it becomes a 360 praying point because of the Kaaba. So when you're here and you're praying, so long as you're forward facing towards the masjid, that is your Qibla. So yeah, that is fun fact. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. This is my last day here. This is something that I didn't want to do this in the heart of my worship. So, but it doesn't hurt to just bring this for anybody that have never seen have close, connection to knowing what MAKKAH looks like. So yeah, one more time, and that's it. I'm waiting for my bus. When my bus is here, I'll head back to the hotel. So this building that you guys see is the Hilton Hotel. I could have gone in through here and I'll bust out our hotel, but no, I don't want to work. I'm tired. So he's talking with his friend Marriott Bus, the hotel that overlooks our own hotel. So I'm actually really wanting the bus. That is the Hilton Hotel. So if I had gone through the Hilton Hotel, I would have come this way. This is the Marriott one. Yeah. Maybe when I get down, I'll show you guys a better view. Okay. This is our hotel. Let's see a better view this way. Make it turn. That is Marriott. This is Marriott, and that is Hilton. So you see, this is our hotel entrance. I can't believe I'm leaving this beauty today. This is my favorite part of the hotel. The palm, the date palm. Yeah, this is date palm. The better view. And turn around. So beautiful. The architecture here is so beautiful. The lobby. The elevator waiting area. 3 here. 3 here. Which one is opening? This one. Look. So when you get out of the hotel lobby, the elevator, this is our lobby for our room area. Look at these lights, very beautiful. There is a lounge area where you can sit. So this is what I'm talking about, that we have like our own suite, little suite, our room, my brother's room over there. So my younger brother is here. He's watching the kids for me. Hey guys, so this is day 2 of this MAKKAH travel vlog. We are about to leave. We are all set to pack. So we are all set to check out. The mister has gone down to check out. So I promised that I was going to give you guys a quick room tour before we leave. But in the previous clip, that was me coming from the masjid in the morning, right? So let me start. This is the entrance. As usual, every hotel has the entrance when you come in. Our baggage is here already, ready to go. To your right as you come in is the bathroom. It's a standard bathroom, but very wide. I like how spacious it is. The toilet area is here. This is the shower. It has a seat. The shower has a seat that, for elevation or for sitting down. If you're an elderly person, then the handle. It has a rainfall style shower and also the standard shower. This is the mirror. Hi. And yeah, they provided extra towels. We didn't use the towels till today. And yeah, again at the entrance, I just saw this mirror yesterday. I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, this is my fit for Medina. This is what I'm wearing. This is from Casad FMG. It's a dress and very lightweight. So as we go in to our left, as we go into the room, to our left, okay, the bathroom is on the right. So to our left is a closet, and it's a double door closet, iron board, iron itself, hangers. There are no robes. This part again is just, we have trash in front of here. So this is what this part looks like. There is a safe, and yeah, just drawer sets, shelves and drawer sets where you can put things in. Mama. As we go in, this is things that we are going to be eating in the car. TV, tea area. This is the living room to your right. The luggage set, that is carrier there. It has a 3-seater and a single-seater, a center table, lots of lamps everywhere. This is the office desk, and that is the view that I showed you guys last night. And sir, can you please leave that, please? So you guys see how clustered this architecture is, like their houses. These are people's houses. It just reminds me of like inside town, you know, in Kano or Katsina. This is how our houses are usually clustered, neighbor to neighbor. Like, yeah, just that sense of community. But there are lots of high-rise buildings, and there are lots of constructions going on. If we come here in 2 years, a lot of this is going to even make more sense, because they are really trying to bring up the city into bring up MAKKAH into a more cosmo environment, with lots of tall buildings, with lots of, you know, activities, like, how will I put, yeah, lots of activities, lots of more tourist attractions. So yeah, there's lots of work going on. So yeah, this is it. They have lots of wall paintings as well, and I love the colors of the paints, the green, the lemon and the inscription, and yeah, it's beautiful. So this is our room. Yeah, the bed is not made because yeah, we slept here last night, of course. And it comes with a single-seater as well, a lamp, and more lamps, and yeah, the Qibla direction. And this is the view, like half of the same view from the living room, but gives you a more clearer view of the haram from here. You know, the masjid, you see that it gives you a clearer view from here. So this is why I love it. And that is the Hilton hotel that I said if we walk in through, we will bust out and just come to our own hotel, and it gives it a shorter distance to the haram. It makes it like 10 minutes thereabout. So in the hallway here is to my brother's room. Let me see if I can go in. Can I come in? Yes. Okay. So this is Marzuk. Marzuk, say hi to my vlog. He's the one I've not come. It was that. He's the one I've not seen in like 4 years. You know, I've not seen you in 4 years. And that's the stubborn last one. Say hi, turn around. Hi. That is me being stubborn. Look, man, you've always been stubborn. That is the last born, Luku, and Marzuk, my first boy, my first son, my first child, my first everything. And this is what their own room looks like. Single, double. How do people like your room?
That's nice.
Okay. Lamp, whatever. What is it called? Wall this thing again, and they have a similar one here. Theirs is in aqua tone. They have a single seater that overlooks their view, which is similar view as ours, and they have a coffee table, and that is what their table and TV and office area looks like. And they have a mirror over here. Oh, they also, you guys have another view here. Oh, they also have another view here, and double 2 single chairs, of course, for fake meeting that they were not having. And more construction work from their own angle, from their own view. more construction, more buildings. This is going to be like, this is like the back of this hotel, right? Yeah, the back of the hotel. Yeah, lots of construction work. Now, and this is their closet, double door, and this is the bathroom, very standard and similar to ours. And yeah, and yay. What? So back to our room. So this is going to be the end of Makkah vlog, Makkah video. I'm going to try to also bring for Medina, inshallah. We booked, I think I missed out some information yesterday, but so before I end this vlog, let me just add some things that I think I missed out. We booked a car from a taxi company that is going to be taking us to Medina, inshallah. The car is supposed to be here for 1 p.m. its current checkout is 12 p.m., which is a good thing. So the mister has gone down to checkout. We are going to pray Zuhur before we embark on the journey. And sir, please leave that place. We are going to pray Zuhur before we embark on the journey, inshallah. But another thing I was going to say is that when you're coming, do not forget to come with salaya. Yes, the hotel provides salaya, but if there are more than one of you or two, three of you coming here, come with extra salaya. You can come and buy, but I wish I came with mine. You know, I wish I came with my own salaya. My brothers did. They came with their salaya, so we had only one salaya, and that is prayer mat. So we had only one from the hotel, so I had to buy an extra one here, because when we go to pray in the masjid, anywhere is musalla for you. Anywhere is a place for you to pray. There is like, and you can pray on a concrete floor, and it gets cold, and people are stepping on it, so you need a prayer mat to actually pray. So that is one thing you have to bear in mind as well. And yeah, I think that is about it. But if you feel like I'm missing anything, let me know. Ask me questions in the comment section. Inshallah, I will provide as accurate answers as possible as I can provide. And yeah, that is it for this video. Subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Babe, are you ready?
We'll have to wait for the
Potter. Okay, so subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.
Say bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye, baby.
What?
Bye-bye, baby.
Who are babies?
They're one of the elementals.
Hi, Nana. Did you like it here?
Yeah.
Are you going to miss it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there school here?
Do you want to move here? I can't see you. Come here.
Is there school here?
Ask Daddy. I think Jerry is. Jerry is definitely.
Maybe there are buses.
So you
School buses.
So you want to move here because of school?
Yeah.
I've seen him. Look at my son. Look at his. This is part of the ritual for the men. After you perform your Umrah, then you go cut your hair and like scrape it. See him? Yeah. Hey, answer.
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me.